Hello everybody, welcome to Dakman Productions and welcome to Kinda Hey Rail. Today we have an Atlas O mail call or unboxing from Mr. Muffins, and this is by far one of the bigger Atlas O purchases that I have made. So we're going to dive right into this. And while I'm unboxing, I'll just mention, instead of telling my story, that there are a couple good Atlas O stores. People always ask me. And they're really all competitively priced. It's just a matter of where the store is at compared to what shipping I want to pay. So like for instance, you have Public Delivery Track in California. They're an Atlas O dealer. It's owned by Beth. She's got some great pricing and great stuff in the store. However, shipping stuff from California to New Jersey can be quite expensive, which is why I'd rather deal with somebody a little bit closer. Another dealer you have is Western Depot, also being in California. And on the East Coast, you have Mr. Muffins. And then Mr. Muffins in Atlanta, Indiana. So I guess you could say East Coast-ish, really mid-country, Midwest. And then East Coast, you have New York Electric Trains. They just become an Atlas O dealer. New York Electric Trains is it's a newer business. They've been around for a while. But yeah, so let's see what we got today. And, oh boy. So what we have, yes. We have, they put it in upside down. Oh well. So we have the Atlas O Premier line. This is my first time ever. I better not throw that, there's peanuts in there. I'll be mad at myself later. And it's upside down inside the box, but we'll take a look at it here. So this is my first time ever buying the brand new Atlas O Premier rolling stock. And anybody who knows about the Atlas O Premier, yes, it's the former MTH product line that Atlas O has bought. And wonderful, wonderful product. For the most part, Atlas O just left everything the same. It's going to be pretty much the same car, same trucks. It's built on the same. It's built and assembled in the same plant as it really was when MTH owned the mold. So not much has changed actually, other than Atlas O bought certain molds from MTH, a lot of the Premier stuff. So. But yeah, we'll get this out and look at it. I think that's going to be a cool one. And so let's open up the next box and see what we have in here. Oh yeah. And other reason why I like to deal with Mr. Muffins is he has a layaway plan on his website that's easy to deal with. You just set it up through your PayPal account, automatically takes it out every month until it's paid for, and it sends you the product. No fuss, no calling up, giving the store clerk your credit card number, and so forth and so on. So take a look at that, huh? Atlas O Premier, more of it. And, so yeah, I probably went a little overboard, but here we go. We have the TTX. There's a good one. And these are Atlas O 50-foot Gunderson High Cube box cars, by the way. And so that's a good one there. And so I got 2 row numbers of that. And I made sure to pre-order because generally speaking, these sell out rather quickly because they're so popular. Because this is something you actually see on a real railroad. And when they do sell out, then you have a couple people on eBay that like to sell them for $159.99 to $199.99. And so yeah, you're paying. If you think you're going to pay less later, you're not. And another one that I really wanted was the GATX. I really liked that one. There was two different versions of the GATX, and I like this one the best. Again, modern day trains, and I like the modern day stuff. You know, I like to buy stuff that I actually see on a real railroad. Yeah, I've bought stuff that, you know, no longer exists. You know, obviously with the Conrail stuff, but I also have some Norfolk. I have a Norfolk Southern train, a modern Norfolk Southern train, so I like to add to that. And I think these are a perfect match. So on the back of the packaging of this Atlas O Premier rolling stock, there's a little information about the car that's in here. 50-foot high-cube boxcar prototype history. The 50-foot, 100-ton high-cube boxcar was designed specifically for the modern printing industry, which uses large rolls of paper, too big for standard boxcars. Side-to-floor joints and door frames are reinforced to accommodate the heavy weight of paper rolls. With the interior height of about 13 feet, some 2 feet more than a standard boxcar, the car was dubbed as a high roof or high cube for its high capacity, and were identifiable with the white end panels to alert railroad crews aware of its extra height. And we'll take a look at the white panels, which all high cube cars or extra height cars have actually. So here we have my Atlas O Premier 50-foot high cube mail call haul from Mr. Muffins. Now this isn't the first time that you know, the TTX road name was used on a MTH 50-foot high cube boxcar. Even though Atlas O has done another run, MTH has also done multiple runs of the TTX road name. We'll compare it and look at the the original MTH TTX 50-foot boxcar and see if there's really any differences. I heard that there's not. But anyway, we'll compare it anyway. But every time MTH made the TTX high cube boxcar, they sold out like crazy. And then they ended up on eBay for twice as much as what they normally sold for in a store. And MTH made two different TTX 6-car boxcar sets. I've only seen one, but I've heard there's two different ones with different road numbers. I have seen personally myself one 6-car set, but I'm not sure if both 6-car sets were actually made or just one. Because sometimes when you look in the MTH database, you think something was made, but it wasn't. And also, you'll notice the On Track for Cure TTX 50-foot high cube boxcar. That's going to be a neat one as well. Atlas O did one on their 50-foot boxcar, which is not a high cube, by the way, but they did one. This Atlas O Trainman On Track for a Cure was done, actually modeled after the real project. Unfortunately, it's gone on Facebook. I wish they would have kept it up. But TTX had a Facebook page called Pink Boxcar Project, or Pink TTX Boxcar Project, or Pink Railbox Project Car, or something like that. I forget exactly how it was labeled, but the page, unfortunately, was removed. But in that page, you could follow along with that project of how they took a rail box car, painted it pink, and it was really neat. And then in the end, they had, which Atlas O didn't capture, but MTH did, the handprints. So they actually had the people that helped out with the project who had cancer put on gloves, dip their hands in a darker pink paint, and they put their handprints on the car. I thought that was so cool. But at any rate, we'll get these out of the boxes, and we'll look at them, and we'll compare them. So I got the Atlas O Premier 50-foot box car out of the box, the TTX one. And it has the proper F-box reporting mark. So, yeah, it's a good-looking car. The doors on these do open, so it's just really no different than if it was, you know, MTH Premier. Basically looking at all the same things that basically when MTH had the molds. It does use the MTH trucks, unfortunately, which I always gripe about in every review video that I did with MTH Premier, how they did not have the rotating wheel bearing caps, and I would have hoped that Atlas O would have at least made an attempt to fix that. Nice features, really beautiful paint job, really crisp. Everything that you would expect from Atlas O. Very realistic. I really like it. Now on the bottom, I did notice, and hopefully I can pick it up, that I'm going to try. Right there, you can see where it says Atlas O. That's embossed into the frame of the car now. And also on the truck itself, it says Atlas O. There you go. So it does say Atlas O on the trucks. One thing I noticed on the Atlas O Premier is that the reflective stripes, which you see on the door, is really hard to see on the car. And the yellow paint seems to be a little bit on the bright side to me. But let's compare it to the original release MTH Premier car. So we'll go along here, and right away you're already seeing a different color shade difference between the MTH Premier and the Atlas O Premier. And you can actually see the reflective tape on the MTH Premier a lot better. So basically, other than that, it's the exact same car, exact same details. It looks like they even used the same graphics that MTH already had set up at the factory as far as pad printing. And so it's just the color shade that's off on the two cars a little bit. I think this one is a little bit more correct, the MTH one. What I also have found is that it seems like the Atlas O packaging, which you see here, let's roll this out a little bit, there we go, is the exact same packaging that MTH used, which is this one. So as far as the styrofoam packaging, it's all the same. Alright, so here is the Atlas O Premier 50-foot GATX boxcar. Again, something you really see out there on the rails. GATX is a huge leasing company. They lease out tank cars, box cars, locomotives. So they're huge in what they offer. Atlas O Premier made two different versions. They made also what's called a heritage version, which has the black door instead. But I chose this one. I really like this theme better. Now, if you remember, I was talking about the excessive height, the white excessive height. So all cars that or over a certain height must have an excessive height marking on top of them, such as the high Q box cars, and having that white bar up top. They can see it from the dispatch office, that white bar, and they know that's an excessive height car and it cannot go under certain bridges. The auto racks also have that on them if you didn't pay attention. Beautifully well done car. A great addition if you're into modern, today's trains, what you see out on the rails now. And then finally, an Atlas Premier TTX on track for a Cure 50-foot high cube box car. I'll have to research and see if this was a real car on a 50-footer, because I've been losing track of what TTX has been painting pink. Atlas did a real good job, again, on the pink TTX on track for a Cure car. Very beautifully done. I just couldn't go without this. I had to have it. So a while back, Atlas made the rail box on track for a Cure on their 50-foot boxcar in the Trainman series. This does feature rotating wheel bearing trucks, by the way. Very beautifully done car. This was an actual real project, as I mentioned, that TTX had done. Even though TTX did it, they kept the Railbox road name on there. Isn't that a beautiful set? I think so. Especially if you lost a loved one to cancer like I have. I actually lost more than one, but I won't get into that on video. But at any rate, beautiful set. I would highly recommend this set to anyone. So I hope you enjoyed my Atlas Premier 50-foot boxcar mail call from Mr. Muffins. Normally, I know people would run their trains after the review and after the mail call, but you're going to have to wait until I make a proper video for these. I got to put together a train for these. I just can't mix them into anything, so stay tuned for the video from this mail call. Until then, see you trackside. Catch you guys later. Goodbye.